In regards to the Terrifier series, David Ramos says trash, trying to be all
Very
trying
divisive.
trying to be all gore, but it's stupid as hell. Only one clown. I love that that's Captain Spaulding. This show can't compare. Just straight stupid.
Well, sir, we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Yep. And that's it for listener feedback. Our intro and logos come from Steve. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
All right.
Our original skull artwork comes from Natsulani. And if you'd like to help us out, please consider becoming a Patreon patron. We'll let you pick the movies for a future show at any amount, and for $5 more a month, also pick a commentary for a future bonus show. All right, on to featured attractions. This week we've got more Howling, parts 5 and 6.
God damn.
I don't know how many of these there are. We'll start.
We didn't make them, Lance. Gosh.
We'll start with the Howling 5, the Rebirth.
Howling 5.
The after.
Clue.
From 1989.
Werewolves within.
A group of strangers visits an ancient Hungarian castle and bring along a werewolf. Is that really what happens
Sure.
there? I don't think that's
Sure.
all right. Director is Neil Sundstrom, also known for Dead Easy and Slash. Never heard of either of them. Writers are Clive Turner, Freddie Rowe, and Gary Brandner. The bus
writing by committee, always a great idea.
The bus taking the visitors to the castle is a Kosborher Cetra S28, who nobody gives a fuck, and Malev.
Who wrote this trivia?
Former Hungarian airline livery. What? This bus, or the other one or two of two, is preserved at the Aero Park Budapest Museum.
Who cares?
Okay. Well, you can go see the bus.
Listeners, before we even start,
Aero Park Budapest Museum.
Before we even start, that trivia tells you everything about the movie. That's the trivia, is about the bus.
In case you wanted to see it. Steve, you want to start us out on the Howling 5?
Yeah, this one sucks. This movie I hated this movie. I hated it. I was getting mad that I was still awake while I was on. I was just like, man, I did not. I was bored to tears. There's no werewolves. You see like some fur like throw in front of a hole in the wall sometimes, and there's some weird growls. You see the cover, the cover image of a wolf face. You see that once. And then that's about it. No kills really on screen.
I don't even remember seeing that cover wolf on there. I was like, wait a minute.
Blink and you fucking miss it.
Yeah,
I was like, you blinked.
That werewolf wasn't even in this movie.
He probably sneezed or something and fucking missed the whole shot. But it's trash. And then the end, it's like, who's the werewolf? That person is, because there's a howling set. They didn't even make her eyes glow. How cheap is it to color with a fucking highlighter on the film reel? Like, they didn't even make her eyes glow. Like, come on, man. Fuck this movie. This movie is boring. It was terrible. You know what it was? Somebody made a whodunit, and they were having a hard time finding the money to get it made. And they were like, you know what? We could just throw a Howling title on it, make it part of this franchise, throw a little howl sound at the end, and we'll call it good. They got somebody to give them a couple $100,000, and then they were off to the races.
Yep.
I think you nailed it.
0
as far as our Geekz rating. 0. Moving on.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's a little rough.
Well, we don't have a 10-tier system like you do. Ours is only 5, so 0 is not quite a 0 for you. I was just saying for the Geekz rating.
No, I get it. I get it. Understood. Yeah, actually, Philip did give Black Christmas a -10. So
the remake. Oh, that one's really fun. We gave that a 0. I got a 0.
Lance, what did you think about this one?
I'm totally in agreement with Steve. This was just boring as hell, man. And I kept thinking, like I didn't know about this movie you were talking about, Philip. Kill the Beast, or The Beast Must Die. That sounds like the best version, and they did it first.
Oh, it was way better.
All I could think about was that Werewolves Within, and then what's the game? Is that Werewolves Within that people play where you have a piece of paper and one of them's the werewolf and the others are
I think it's
villagers?
just called
And
Werewolf, actually.
okay, well that's
Yeah.
fucking. I guess this inspired that, or did that come first? I don't know. Well, I'm sure The Beast Must Die inspired all of them, right? But
Well, when I looked it up on IMDb, there's actually like a 50s version of a movie
Really?
called The Beast Must Die. I don't know if it's the same thing and it's a remake or what.
oh wow, okay,
But the one I was watching was from like 74, I think.
yeah, great year for film, man. I mean
Mhm.
that's some good shit coming out, Hammer and all that. Yeah, the characters were fucking silly. What was that? The guy that was the count or something like that was
The
taking it through the
Count,
castle, and
Yeah.
what was
Ugh.
it made no sense, right?
I didn't really get his
they
character
all had that
either.
birthmark, or the mark of the
Yeah.
beast, or
They didn't explain anything. Like, and then like he wasn't even
really
the bad
didn't.
guy. I'm like, why did you even bring all these people? Like, why did you do this? Like, this,
Makes
you
no
know how this
sense,
could have all
right?
been avoided if you didn't do any of this. None of this would have happened. Like, you didn't have to bring any of these people here. Fuck.
well, he said he brought everyone there so he could isolate and kill the werewolf, right?
But he
And
did
that's
it-
like the one.
he was
that
really
was the
bad
final
at it.
girl. The werewolf was the final girl.
Yeah.
So your
So
plan is to
mission
just
not
bring
accomplished.
your plan is to bring everybody here and let the werewolf kill everyone, and then you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
come on, man.
Not
Like,
smart. Not smart.
Well, and then the only reason that you know she's the werewolf in the first place is because she winks at the end.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No teeth,
Yeah.
no fangs, no eyes,
Yeah.
no nothing, right?
Like,
no
you didn't
hair.
even give her like the fucking little dollar teeth you get that you put
That's
in there.
right. Yeah.
The little plastic ones, the little vampire
Yeah,
teeth. You could have thrown those in her fucking face.
Oh man. Yeah, this is a hard pass for me, guys.
And there just wasn't any kookiness. Like, all the movies have like some weird shit going on. Like, what the fuck was
Well,
that
the next
about?
one certainly
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go back to form. But here it's just boring. There's just nothing happening.
Yeah.
You're
It
just
was like,
following
yeah,
this guy with a terrible ponytail walking around stairs for 20 minutes. I'm like, fucking, what are we doing? Cut your hair.
I thought
Silver
the
from-
same thing. I was like, man, that
It's
dude
not
is
even
like
good
a
hair. It's like-
sleazeball.
It's like really thin, gross hair. Just cut it. Ugh. I got mad at this movie.
Brian, what'd you think?
I feel 100% robbed of time in my life. I contemplated why I do a podcast. I couldn't figure out if this movie was the longest movie in the Howling series or if it was that boring that it made it longer.
Probably that. Although
Everything was filmed in the dark. I couldn't tell who was
Yes.
who, what was what.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a
Every
good
time
point.
I think the werewolf was on TV, they cut to a zoom into darkness,
Right.
and I'm assuming that's when somebody died. And then later you see the
I
dead body.
guess.
They had that musical note, dun dun dun, or whatever it was, that thing that
Yeah.
would play.
Yeah.
That would show
Terrible.
the
And it was
outside
all
of the
off
house
screen,
again.
right?
And
All
I
the
feel
kills off screen.
I feel extra robbed because this movie, I'm looking at the Wikipedia, it starts in 1489 Budapest. I thought we were getting a
Budapest, right.
completely different setting, medieval times. I was kind of getting into it. And then
That
5
first
minutes
scene.
later, we cut to 1989. And I'm just
Yeah.
kind of,
When you have the
Okay,
guy
this-
from the Budapest yelling "the baby" in English.
Yeah.
Oh. The baby.
Uh,
The baby.
and I couldn't tell if this movie was trying to be funny or not because
I don't
we've
think
already
so.
talked about the reveal of the one girl being the werewolf at the end.
Yeah.
The one that was the dumb actress, or the one that said she plays the dumb girl in
Yeah.
the movie.
The Swedish actress.
But she was a complete
whatever.
idiot through the fucking whole movie.
yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget when they were like, "Who could the werewolf be?" They're all talking about it at one point, and they were like, "How about Marianne?" And they were like, "No way, she's been asleep since all this started."
She's been a
Moving on.
right.
I was like,
They gave
"Well,
her a-
she's definitely
pill.
the fucking werewolf."
The
What
one that
fuck
was
are you talking
conveniently not
about?
around.
Right.
So stupid.
So
Oh.
that's why I liked the Beast Must Die movie, because
Right.
they sort of do that, but it's like, okay, well, they're giving you an opportunity to guess as to who it is, so they're gonna at least be slightly obvious on, you know, who the werewolf is, and I mean,
Okay.
they're not gonna give you the most obvious person, but maybe the second most
And
obvious. You know what I mean?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the
I
poster.
wish we'd seen that one instead.
Where the fuck is the crib in this movie?
In the
Where
beginning,
fuck was-
remember
was in
during the
opening
credits,
credits.
the opening credits, they had that crib
Yeah.
rock.
Oh,
and
that was the
it.
Rebirth?
That was it.
That was the Rebirth. Yeah.
I guess this movie's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think exactly what Steve said. This was just some stupid whodunit movie, and they slapped a werewolf thing on it. Because that's the only thing that makes any sense. Because if
Yeah.
you take out the 30 seconds worth of actual werewolf in this movie, otherwise it's just people getting killed.
By
Off
each
screen.
other,
Off screen.
Yeah.
not by the
Off screen.
werewolf.
Told.
Somebody shoots another person gets stabbed by another person gets beheaded by another person. What the fuck is the werewolf doing at all in this movie?
It's
That's a
growling.
good
Like I
point,
said, they're throwing fur in front of the camera like this. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
and then somebody's like, ah, and then you see somebody looking through a hole in the wall go, oh my God. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did you see? Because I didn't see it. Like, I don't know what's going on.
And why do you have a glory hole?
For real.
Oh,
This
yeah.
whole place is full
That's
of
a good
fucking,
point.
you know, it's just a peeping Tom's paradise, this castle.
Yeah, I found a lot of the times I was looking at the scenery going, is this a set or is this a real castle?
Right.
But that was about the extent of my interest in this movie. It was pretty bad. Definitely go watch The Beast Must Die, because it's way better than this. And it's not even very good. It's still super silly and hockey, but like but it's more fun.
Okay.
All right, scores. Steve, you said a
Yeah,
What
I'm
do you
gonna,
think, 0?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it my Geekz rating. It's, you know why? Because it's a werewolf movie without a werewolf. And here's why. Normally
Right.
I'll give it at least a 1 something if there's like music that's good. Not here. If there's some actors that are trying, nobody gives a fuck here.
Right.
Like nobody cared. This was like a weird cash grab, and I'm not here for it. I'm gonna
There's
give a werewolf
definitely
movie with
some
no
actors
werewolves.
trying in the next one. We'll get to that.
So 0 on 10. I don't like this.
Okay.
I'll never watch it again.
Lance, what do you think?
Steve makes a compelling argument. I'm really thinking this through, because I was thinking 2 at first,
I'm
and
just
now
trying to find
and
a
as you guys
positive.
talk, I'm down to. I'll go with 1. I'll give it a point. I'll give it a
one.
But tell me,
Ouch.
Lance, tell me
Grudgingly.
what is the 1 for? Is it because
It's a-
somebody managed
okay,
to get
it's a
something
0.
onto a film and release it?
Somebody
I mean, that's
turned the
All right,
camera
it's a-
on.
Oh, you know what? It's better than Megan is Missing or whatever. Or what was that one? Not Megan is Missing.
Oh,
God damn.
to Jennifer.
Oh God. I'll give it a 0.5. Just because Jennifer has to hold the title for 0 for me.
Brian, what do you think?
0.25. 0.25.
0.25. Ouch.
damn. Your price is writing me like a motherfucker now. He's giving me Brian shake.
1 penny.
Here comes Brian with the point 0.10. Like,
No, this movie betrays the series. The series has been weird and wacky and kooky and just crazy all around. This just betrayed the entire franchise, and it is a 0.
wow, yes.
This is going to be the opposite of Into the Spider-Verse here.
Fucking swinging for the fences.
Man, I don't know what to give it
Uh-oh.
now.
You're usually the nice guy, Philip.
I know.
Philly, if you can find something positive to say, because
There
like,
were-
if,
there
to
were
me, I'm like,
titties.
I can't even say
No,
positive that
no,
they filmed
Phil,
it.
you've
because-
been on your shit lately. You've been
Yeah,
more,
that's true. I've
go with your heart.
a little more of a stickler. Well, I mean, I can't give it a like legitimate 0.
You can't? Steve, argue with him,
Well, I
man.
can.
Come on.
Well,
Knock
but
him off the list.
I can't find a positive, not one. so.
Steve's argument about finding a positive in the movie is difficult.
Because even the boobs that were in it were only in it for, again, I didn't in it as long as that werewolf was.
About
Like,
the same amount
if
of
you
time, yeah.
looked away for a
That's
second,
like
you missed them.
flash.
I
Open up
rewound
the
to see if I
code.
missed something, and I didn't. I was
Alright,
like,
I'll-
okay, what the fuck?
I'll give it a 1 because I don't think it's deserving of a 0. I don't know why, but it gets at least a 1.
All right.
But it is by far the worst one that we've watched in this series.
And
So
that's
you
saying a
would
lot.
like this? So you like this more than the Black Christmas remake?
Yeah, I'd watch this before I watched the Black Christmas.
Oh yeah, me too.
I might not. I might just try to fall asleep right before the end.
Yeah,
of the Black
this-
Christmas
thi-
remake.
This one
You
put
know?
me. This one put me to sleep. The Black Christmas remake made me actively angry.
It make you vomit almost.
Like, what in the fuck is this?
Well, I'm happy to have helped bring about one of the lowest rated movies on the show.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm happy to
There it
bring that
is, the
about.
Howling
I don't know how
Five.
many
So,
zeros Brian's
you
given
can-
out.
Did somebody in the comments
It's not
just say
many.
that that was the best one?
Oh,
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oy.
Oh,
All
like-
right. Well, the rest of them are crazy, but I'd rather crazy than boring.
Any day of the week.